When you break off from one fate, your ambition flutters freely to these reincarnated souls. Break from your passing memories and confront your real fate.
This is the kind of dialogue we get in today's series, which left me scratching my head as to why it gets so much disrespect on myanimelist.net. Or at least it did 4 years ago when I first seen it. Nazca is basically a visual documentary of a bunch of ancient Inca spirits being reawoken through modern day Japan students. This has to be the only series to ever cover this sort of mythology. I initially thought this was ancient Greek stuff, but no. This is the empire of the Peruvian highlands from back in like the 1200s or somewhere around that time. It automatically sparks my interest to see the Japanese's depiction of a story set in South America. So this show right here, it's very ambitious and has lots of things to offer overall, which we'll get into, but it does have some flaws that will make it disposable for many people. Let's get into it. Nazca is actually a real location in Peru. It's a city, and from what I understand is a series of valleys that connect together on the southern coast of the country. So it gets points for uniqueness there. Now for the plot. First, I'll say simply put, if you can get past the first 2/3 of the first episode, the show becomes a lot more enjoyable and easy to swallow. This has got to explain why so many people rate it so low, because they probably write it off as bullshit from seeing the first 10 minutes. It teeter-totters into the territory of coming across like one of those guilty pleasure anime that my man Bob Samurai does, for those so bad they end up being good type of shows and OVAs and stuff. Those are pretty good, you should check those out, by the way. The way things flow, the characterization, everything was piss poor initially. And it really doesn't get any better throughout the series, but anyway, the plot circulates around our young friend Kyoji, a kendo student who quickly learns that his sensei is the reincarnation of an Inca warrior named Yawaru, who wants to play God on Earth and destroy the world in order to restore its purity. It turns out that Kyoji happens to be his sensei's reincarnated antagonist. Now, as I mentioned before, as the show goes on, actually in less than 3 episodes, damn near every main character ends up being revealed as a reincarnation of an Inca warrior as well, which I guess I can get into the first problem here. The pacing of this show is so bad but so good at the same time that it scrambles my brain. On one hand, the delivery of the show in terms of how it was directed could be really annoying because there are a lot of unnecessary character interactions that dump a lot of info on you, barely getting to the damn point. But in the same breath, the show will basically throw characters out of Japan into ancient times like it's nothing, and was so quick to reveal certain characters' reincarnated shells, so it does give a sense of quick progression as well, seeing that it's a shorter series. Looking back, I'm not quite sure if what the hell I just said was really meant to be interpreted like that, but the way the story is so all over the place, I really just couldn't tell you. I don't know, man. Sometimes in this show, you get conversations like this.
I caused her grief and pain? Perhaps. But then again, she still hasn't rejected me.
What?
In fact, she submitted to me.
No!
The bittersweet thing about this show, and why I'm even talking about it, it does have all the elements required to make it a hidden gem, including a pretty unique and emotionally drawing soundtrack, pretty good backgrounds for all those that are into older anime, a unique premise, and all of that. It was just delivered very mediocrely. Seeing as it was animated by Radix Ace Entertainment, I'd be lying to say that I'm surprised. Aside from classics like Habane, Renmei, and well, just that one, all the anime they've done that I've seen haven't scored above a 6 on my mouth. And thinking back, they didn't score high for a lot of the same grievances I have with this show. Nazca is low-key wasted potential, and I feel like it could have had a lot going for itself. What makes it more painful, it's not necessarily a horrible series or even a bad series. It's just mediocre, and you can literally see as you're watching it all the things that could have possibly made it a household name. The character designs are not necessarily the most original designs, but I feel like they could still be memorable enough. I really enjoyed the setting. The action was something slightly different. The ambiance was there. I don't know. I guess I'll just stop there. The last few episodes does get pretty interesting, incorporating the real-life cultural Nazca lines associated with the real geographical location, which I thought was pretty cool. They basically are these lines many centuries ago that created themselves in the Nazca Desert, and even up to last year they still have been discovering new ones. There's no real official reason as to why they were created, but the main theory that archaeologists and people of that nature have come up with is that the people in the land of Nazca created them to send signals to the gods and deities in the sky. But like I always say, who knows? One more thing I want to mention, do you guys remember that show Malcom in the Middle? Remember the opening? Remember there's a quick scene of an anime on the TV screen? Probably not, but yeah, there was an anime shown on the Malcom in the Middle opening, and it was Nazca. 2 clips from the show actually.
Yes, no, maybe.
Shit.
You're not the boss of me now. You're not the boss of me now.
He went to find Tate, but to find himself?
That's what Kyoji's grandfather said.
Watch where you're going.
What do you mean, where am I going? You're the one who hit me.
What would make a kids show on the Fox network in America want to throw in and possibly have to pay for a cameo from a low budget and tanked Japanese anime from '98 that no one knows about? Beats me. But I thought that'd be a cool Easter egg to put y'all on. I know I sort of bashed on this one, but I don't bring any anime onto this channel that I don't want y'all guys to look into. So, for all my family over here at animebackwhen, go check out Nazca regardless, because it does have its own little vibe going for itself, but be prepared for the flaws I said in this video. Like the video, comment down below what y'all want to see next. I'm out. Thanks for watching. Animebackwhen.